My spouse and I have known each other since we were 11. We've been in a committed relationship since 2021, but had been involved in each other's lives for much longer. We have been through so much even when we were not in a relationship. Like, he has always been my person, my go-to, my best friend, and so this has been really hitting me hard. Anyways, about a year to a year and a half ago, this woman started working at his job. She no longer works there. I had a really bad gut feeling about her because I found out he would ask her for relationship advice whenever he and I would be arguing. I asked him to please not be friends with her, but he made this entire production about how she was just a coworker. Didn't even really see her much at work because they were on different teams and so on. I know I should have known better, but I really wanted to believe that was true because I have male friends and I understood needing friends at work. And I thought, surely he wouldn't do that to me. Fast forward to this past Saturday. I get screenshots from this woman saying I need to ask my partner about her. When I asked who she was, she said she was the coworker and the girl he supposedly wanted to be with. Sent me screenshots of him calling her beautiful and begging for her affection and whatever else. So then, through questioning, I find out they slept together. When I asked how many times he said he couldn't remember, she claims it was 2 to 3 times. They apparently had carried this, what I consider to be a relationship, which they both deny it was, on for 6 to 8 months. They both seemed to conveniently not remember time frames very well. He would help her with her kid. They would go out to eat, go to the park, things of that nature. We have tracking on each other's phones because he rides a motorcycle and was in a bad wreck years ago, and so we agreed that if he was ever non-responsive for a long time, I would look at where he was. Well, long before all this came out, I would see he was at some apartment complex for long hours, all the time, especially on weekends when I had to be out of town. He told me that it was a friend who also rode motorcycles, but it was her. And when I found that out, I was even more devastated, because there would be nights I clearly remember seeing his location over there for hours. For him to come home and video chat with me or call me or see me and act like things were normal, like he lied so easily to my face. So this relationship went on for 6 to 7 months. Supposedly it ended a long time ago, which I think based on their timeline would just mean like in February. I don't actually know when it ended, but both claim it hasn't been for a very long time, but I don't know that I believe that, because if that were true, why would she, after all this time, suddenly want me to know about it, unless something was said or done recently? She claims she told me now because she felt bad, and I deserved to know, and she didn't want to hold on to it any longer. He keeps talking about how sorry he is, how he knows he messed up, how he is broken and that's why it happened, that he was just lonely. I had to be out of the state for a while dealing with work and sick family member, and I wasn't there. He said he just gets emotionally attached easily, and then point blank said it was because this coworker straight up asked him if he wanted to have sex, and no girl had ever just asked him that before. She knew about me the entire time. I messaged her directly to get answers, since he just kept being vague, and she confirmed that she was the one who initiated it. She went on to say that he asked her to block him multiple times throughout to stop what was happening, but she would unblock him because she missed him. That she had developed feelings for him and would egg things on. With that being said, in what I find to be so strange, she kept trying to reassure me that I was always number one in his world, that I am his life, and that he would be ruined if I left. That she knew he regretted it and that she was just a mistake and a matter of convenience at the time. Kept telling me that she fully believes he made a mistake and regrets it, and is probably torn up at the thought of me leaving, and that she was wrong for how she told me, and for hurting me the way she did by not giving him the chance to tell me on his own, though, let's be real. It's unlikely he would have said anything. She went on to tell me that there were times he would cry about what he was doing to me, but he still did it. She said that he had told her several times that they needed to stop being friends, but again she would continue to reach out to him, and said that she knew I was always the main person. She promises me that. She said he even told her that if I was around more again, I was traveling a lot at the time, that he never would have spoken to her, and that what they did has been bothering him nonstop. My partner asked me what I wanted to do, if I wanted him to go away or if I wanted to try and rebuild. Within a day, I told him I had forgiven him but wouldn't forget. I sent him a list of things that I need from him to regain trust and be able to move forward. But I feel so stupid for forgiving him. Everyone tells me that it's like I gave him a green light to do it again in the future because I didn't leave this time. That once a cheater, always a cheater. He does genuinely seem to regret it. I'm trying to move forward. For me, it isn't so much about the sex. It was the layers of lies he had to come up with. The friend, Chad, which was her. What he was doing while there. The lying to my face about anything happening with her any time that I asked. The decision to continue on with her, knowing if I ever found out how hurt I would be. So this is where I am. I want to try to work things out. I want to try and rebuild this. I want to believe that it won't happen again. My problem now is that I can't stop thinking about all the things for what they did during sex. I can't get it out of my head. I can't stop wondering if he liked her better or if she did something I couldn't. Though I did ask and he just tells me that no, that there's nothing he liked more about her, that she was literally just there and willing. But the images just keep popping up in my head throughout the day, every day. The thought of being intimate with him scares me because I don't want to be thinking about them together. I don't know how to get past this part. How to get past thinking of them wrapped up in each other, cuddling, kissing. I don't know what I can and can't say here, so I'll just say the thought of him getting there with another woman. I don't think I can handle the gritty details of what they did during sex. I really don't think I can, so I didn't ask any other questions about the actual sex part. On his own accord, he claimed he never finished in her, as if that is supposed to somehow make me feel better. If you have reconciled with your partner, and the images divided by thoughts of your partner being intimate with the person they had the affair with, how did you move on? How did you get past that part? How did you stop imagining what they may or may not have done? I stopped asking for details because I at this point just don't want to know anything else, and he just shuts down when I ask anyways. How did you become intimate with them again after the affair? How were you able to reconcile?